Hey, Will.
Hey,
Hey, Dave, right? Hey,
yeah,
looking pretty clear, eh? Wow.
yeah, we gone in a different way. So
Ooh, as the actor said to the bishop.
gone in through Zoom.
All right, okay, cool.
Yeah. So we'll find out whether I don't know.
Oh, well, we're waiting for Mike to come in. We'll soon find out when Mike opens his mouth. Hey,
All right.
Mike, how can you hear us?
He's there.
I'm
He's there
sorry,
in
I'm playing around here.
there. All right. Hi, Mike.
I wouldn't like to say what he's playing around with.
No, I know. He's doing it in the dark.
He's
Yeah.
doing it in it. Why don't we do it in the dark? Doom, 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 doom.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah, Mikey, bye. All right.
Oh, that's far too clear, Dave.
It's
Yeah, I
amazing,
know.
isn't it?
Hang on, because it's early time, yeah?
Yeah, I'll be all right. You banged your head. What you done?
Me?
Yeah. What's that in the top of
Oh,
it?
no, that's it's cancerous stuff on the
Oh,
head.
shit. Oh, sorry.
It's not the probe, is it? They
No,
go down.
no, it's not where they.
It was Vicky was hitting you with a frying pan.
Yeah, sure, she's always doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How is it anyway, Dave? You all right?
Yeah, not too bad. Sorry?
Nothing going on?
I had Wednesday for spinal.
All right.
So
Go, you have a fun life, don't you?
I should have had it last week, but they
Yeah. God blimey.
cancelled it. So
Vicky knows how to treat you, doesn't she? Takes you out all these places.
yeah, I know
marvelous.
she takes me everywhere. Yeah.
Amazing, that.
Does Vicky stay when you're there or not?
No. She drops me off, and because I have to lie on my back for an hour and a half afterwards.
So say it's about a 3-hour jaunt, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. It's, do you know what amazes me? And I always get annoyed with this. Whenever I go to Sharon, I normally wait for her because it's either a blood test or a scan or something, and I'm waiting there. And it's amazing how many people park in the places reserved for people having cancer treatment and then wander off somewhere else.
Yeah.
And it's always annoying. You know, people are coming around to get their treatment, they can't park. It always bugs me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always the same. But
yeah, unfortunately, there are people on the fucking road like that, aren't there? You know, and they just park anywhere. Handicapped, yeah, we park there.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not so bad. The handicapped or disabled spaces, they seem not so bad. But up there, it says reserved for people having breast scans or whatever. But
yeah, that's right.
People parking then, sort of, they stand around because I watch them. Because I normally park, you know, where you shouldn't park, Dave. In the entrance, there's like a hill that's for ambulance and things going down.
Oh yeah, I know where you are. Yeah.
Because I'm sitting there, I normally sit there, and so because if anybody comes, I can move out of the way. But I'm not taking up a parking space. And I see people, they get out of their cars, they sort of do the sort of look around like that.
Make sure nobody's
Bend down to pick something up, go walk over and put it in the bin, and then sort of saunter off into the main hospital. But,
have you had a ticket yet?
No, I'm always in there.
No. You stay in the car, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I had a ticket for being in there longer than 4 hours.
Yeah.
Last week before.
Oh yeah. Did he sort that out?
No, they said they were going to sort it out for me.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Right, it's good they're doing it though.
Yeah, because it stops the students using the other car park, doesn't it?
Yeah. But the trouble is, they never give you anything to put in the car window, do they?
No, that's right. Yeah, that's what you need, isn't it?
It'd be very easy then, wouldn't it? If they just when you went in there, you got something, you took it back out, and you give it back in when you left.
Yeah.
Very easy.
Good idea.
Yeah. The simple ideas. Mind you, if you suggest anything, they'll come up with. They'll probably need some sort of machine to print out tickets.
Oh yeah, which you have to put in your registration, which never works.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's worse here, as you've probably seen with the recent. I don't know if you've been reading.
No, they've got your registration as you go in and come out.
Sorry.
It's a registration camera, you know.
Oh, vehicle red. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So they know your registration. It's just that they don't know who's in it, or whether you've got a blue badge, or whether you're a patient or what. Yeah.
No, and the problem is with that. If you go in one way and out the other way, they don't know you come in because each camera has its own position. So if you went in that way and went out the other way, you went in a week later, you'd be charged for parking there for sort of 7 days.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, we have this thing called, they've just put all the parking prices up a bit.
Yes.
Not quite a lot. But and like for overnight now, it's what was it now? It's about £17 or something now.
Yeah, man. It's
4 hours. It used to be, I think it was up till 9 o'clock. After that, it was free. But
Yeah.
now it's gone up a huge amount. And like in parking in Mumbles, I think, if I remember, it's £2.50 for an hour, and then it goes up to £4, I think, for 2 hours. So you know, it's a very awkward thing. If people want a coffee, they got to pay £4 on top of the coffee.
Bloody
Yeah.
hell, that's ridiculous. Well, imagine if they did that when we were drinking in the bay. We'd never be able to afford a beer. We'd just be paying coffee charges.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It's got to that point where people are not parking anymore. I mean, it's cheaper for them to get a ticket. So
It's
£50,
ridiculous,
get
isn't
away-
it? Ah, keep us coming in, great.
yeah, if you get away with it twice, you've made your money.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and
Yeah.
but the worst thing is people who are working in town have got to pay about £9 a day now to park.
Huh.
So
Great, yeah.
it's not much good. We
Okay.
talk about
Hi,
parking.
Rob. All right.
How are we doing? Yeah, cheers, Dave.
Yeah, good.
I said we talk about parking. You're okay where you are?
Yeah, it's actually free in Portainen at the moment.
Yeah,
6 hours for nothing.
yeah.
Who shouldn't have said that, Kip?
Everyone will be parking there now, and
I know, but you must get a ticket from the ticket machine which says you don't have to pay anything. Without the ticket, you get done.
oh, that's
Yeah.
right. They did. They used to do that in the Guildhall,
Yeah.
didn't they?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good stuff. I saw it today. It was £17, 24 hours in town.
Mike is just saying.
Put it up, did you, Mike?
Sorry.
You put that up tonight, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah. It's scandalous.
That is incredible. You know, if they did that in France, they would be, off for the heads sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hey, yeah. It's one of those things, isn't it? Do you make money or lose money? Because I think there's more people not parking in Mumbles now than there was before.
So the shops aren't taking as much, and
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
so
it doesn't necessarily pay to have. And as everybody says to them, and it's going on, and I'm not political about this, but if there's no public service, it's pointless. People got to drive, haven't there? There's one bus every hour to Mumbles on Sunday, I think, or maybe two. And they finish at 9:20, I think. The last bus back into town.
When you think about it, I can go on from when I was about 25, 20 or even 18 or whatever, or even later, just before I left. There was buses all the time. There's always buses going up and down the Mumbles Road. You always get into town or up to Mumbles. You didn't have to wait longer than 15 minutes at the maximum.
Yeah,
They should have the quadrant.
privatised it, Con.
It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah. Any route that doesn't make money doesn't get a bus. The routes that get money get buses.
Fuck yeah.
So the least amount of money the route makes, the least number of buses they put on it.
Yeah,
hey, Rob.
that's ridiculous. It should be a public service, not a privatized public service.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the way it is in the rest of Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. True that. Yeah. You got
Margaret Thatcher, in her wisdom, decided that the best way to free up the country was to privatize everything, so the better companies would win out.
mm,
And all they did, the best companies took the best routes, and the other routes went to the dogs.
Yeah.
In an ideal world, it sounds great. It sounds a great plan, doesn't it? But in practice, people are greedy, so they
Yeah.
never keep this thing saying, "All right, if you have a good route, you got to take a bad route with it."
Yeah.
yeah.
But because there's still only one bus goes to Llangennith, isn't it? Is it one village now, or is it the same bus?
No, they put another bus on now, which actually you can get from Rossilli side of Gower all the way around to Llangennith, but not quite sure how often it runs.
Every
But if
Tuesday.
you live in, yeah, but if you
Sam.
live down this way, you've got
Sam.
no chance
Hi,
of getting into Swansea when you want to. You
Yeah.
just can't do it. And
No.
the doctor's surgery in Skirlage operates on a Monday, then it's Pennard on a Tuesday, and then back in a Wednesday, back then a Thursday, and Fridays are nothing to have one. So if you live in Skirlage, you've got to get a bus into Swansea, a bus from Swansea out to Pennard, then from Pennard back to Swansea, Swansea back. It's a day. It'll take you at least a day to go and see the doctor. That's assuming you get an appointment.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the mobile library or something.
No, buses generally.
Oh, I know. Oh, I tell you what, buses. I went. I take my van down to the North Road service station just before you go up Kevin Bryn,
Yeah.
and so I leave it there for a day, and I worked out exactly the buses that would get me back into town, and I thought, all right, it's the one that comes from Llangennith down at Reynoldston, up over Kevin Bryn, comes through Conibear. Great. So I got myself out onto the little corner where it comes down and then doubles back into had to go through Pencloud. So I stood on a corner and the bus came down and I thought, oh, here he is now. And I put my hand up and I was in that little bit of rough ground to the left, and he just come past me and went round the corner, heading off towards Pencloud, up towards what's it called now, where the garage is on the corner.
Yeah.
Canridian.
Oh, bloody hell. So what's going on here then? And then
He probably recognised you, Sam.
No,
Yeah.
another bus came past then, and I said, what are you? And he said, oh, no, you want the one that goes via Calais. I said, well, yeah, I don't mind which way I go as long as I get back into Swansea. So I walked back to the garage where there's a bus stop opposite the garage.
Yeah.
And this bus then came past going to Calais. But I thought, well, what happened to the one that was supposed to be, and it didn't stop? And some of these bus stops, they don't have bus stop signs there.
No.
It's where the bus just happens to stop.
That bus that went past you, Sam, probably went down to Llanryddian, stopped outside the petrol station where they all stop, turned around, and back again.
Yeah, and that's the one I think I got on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the one he didn't get on, but he did get on.
Yeah, I did. Because I thought, well, I didn't know. I'm waiting at the bottom thinking, well, why can't I get on here? Because, as you say, he went down to that. But the timetable I looked at was showing this one going down to there and then to Pencloud and Gowerton and into Swansea that way. But I got it in the end.
For that?
They what?
How much they charge you for that?
Well, they don't, do they? Because, I got enough candles on my kick. Bus pass.
You got a bus pass then?
Oh, yeah. I rarely use the bus, but I mean, I think I did it just the same time as I'd had my my op. I was just 65, and so it was handy then when I couldn't drive for a while to be able to use the bus.
I've only used mine once, and that was in London.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I tell you what, I haven't done it, but
can't use their bus passes here.
No, we flashed our bus passes at the bus guy, and he looked at me, laughed, and said, "Okay."
oh,
He was a really nice guy. He was. He said,
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right, Tom, get on.
"Yeah,
The thing is, in England, your bus pass, you can use any bus or train
yeah."
to go almost anywhere.
Yeah.
perhaps, Dave, did you say anything? Did you utter a couple of words? Perhaps he thought you were a local.
No.
He didn't say, all right, he
And
didn't.
none of us, yeah, it was
All right,
there was
but those are
four of
coming
us, and
in.
none of us were proper Welshmen.
He should have just said, all right, wuss, I got my
Yeah.
bloody bus pass, you know, get on your bloody bus then, innit? Now then, in a minute.
Now in a minute, yeah.
All right, boyo.
Do they scan them now when you get on the bus, or do you just flash them?
Well, they scan it. You
They
have to
scan
put
it,
it up
yeah.
that little machine. And I wasn't sure which
It's
way
not
round you were
used-
supposed to
It's
go.
mine for about 4 years.
Yeah.
But you get them when you're 60, isn't it? 60, you get the bus pass. isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, is it 60 or
It
65?
was 60 now.
Oh,
it's
maybe 60
65.
then, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's 65 now.
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah,
It was 60, wasn't it, before?
yeah, that's right. They couldn't afford it, so they jump it
Yeah.
up to 60.
Good God.
Too many 60-year-olds are using it.
Yeah.
see.
It'll soon be 70.
I'd be
I'm
surprised.
not saying anything, mate.
Yeah.
Because the bus companies are charging them for people using them, whether you use them or not. It's a strange system, isn't it?
Well, it was that there was one guy called, I think it was about 2 years ago. He was just clocking people on and off, and they weren't. So he was showing a massive profit because they get paid by the local authority for all the people they carry.
Mm.
And then someone thought they better check this out. And of course, there was nobody getting off and on. He was just clocking the machine up and down.
You need a driver like that in Scourge. So if they keep clicking them on, it'll be a popular service. They'll put extra buses on.
Well, the thing is, in the summer, it is quite popular because you'd be surprised how many people go down to Rosilly.
Mm.
Surprisingly enough, large numbers of Chinese students.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rosilly,
A
I
lot.
noticed that. I was down at Rosilly a couple of years ago, and we were out on the downs, and there was this batch of
Is that Rosalie or Losily?
yeah. Don't be silly now. And they were all doing the super pictures, you know, sort of composing and all this business, you know. It's like a pilgrimage, I think, you know, places to go.
Yeah, it's a has to do thing when they're then in the university.
Yeah.
You see, and they get off the bus, they walk down, take a couple of photographs, they go back up to the cafe and wait for the next bus. That's about as far as they only walk down as far as the National Trust shop at the bottom of the car park.
All right, yeah. I was quite surprised to see the cottage at the end manned. Admittedly, it was a nice day.
Yeah, it's always manned.
Two
Yeah,
guys
it's
in
always
there.
summer.
I'd
Daytime,
never
yeah.
seen anybody in it.
Yeah,
good.
they're always there.
What is it?
Well, it's years ago it was something or other. Then it just seemed to be like sitting there and doing nothing. But for a while now, but Rob will tell you, it's a Coast Guard thing, and it's
Yeah, it's actually an official. Up until recently, it was voluntary, but it's now part of the actual service around Britain.
yeah,
That's the one up on top, isn't it?
yeah. Just
Um,
before you
right
go
at the
down.
end.
Just
I was
overlooking
talking about the boathouse one at the bottom.
Yeah,
Oh no,
no, it's the little little hut.
yeah. So it's good to keep an eye on anybody getting stuck out on the. They watch them go, don't they? And they put a little notice up there. Oh, if you're going to go on it, these are the last suggested times you can go to give you a chance
but
to get over there and back.
People think
Yeah.
they can walk faster than they think they really can, but you can't walk over to the Worm's Head. It's a clamber and a climb.
Yeah,
Large rocks, you can't really walk very easily, and they get stuck then.
yeah. The first bit is a bit of a way, but as you say, it's a bit of a it's not a stroll in the park or
No,
a
it's a
walk on the
climber.
worm.
Who goes out to rescue them then? 'Cause it's not Mumbles.
No, there's a
Port
team
Ina?
there's a team in Rosilly.
Is there? Where do they
Yeah.
launch? Where do they put the boat out then?
On the beach. They
In
can go,
Rosilly?
they can take it down the beach at Rosilly.
All right.
Failing that, the one from Port Ina comes out.
Yeah.
What happens if they got a huge swell?
I tell you what, these guys go, no matter what the swell con.
No, I mean for landing them and getting them on.
It's too big to get out at Rosilly. They'll shoot off from Port Ina.
No, I mean
No,
when
but
you get up to Worm's Head and you got to get the people off the island, they
Yeah,
must go.
it's sheltered. One side is sheltered on the inside, isn't it?
Yeah,
For a silly side, it's always sheltered.
yeah, but it must still have a bit of a lift up and down
Oh
with
yeah,
this.
be a fair bit of a lift going up and down on a big
Yeah,
swell.
right.
Yeah.
You're gonna have about, a 5 foot swell. You're gonna have about a 10 foot drop, aren't you?
Yeah.
We get them
Don't
off.
they,
Stupid
if I'm
people.
right, don't they stop people going when it's too late, don't they? And they blow a horn, I think, as well.
I haven't heard that,
Come
but there's a
back.
big notice saying, "Do not go now. It's past its sell-by date." Don't.
yeah,
do it."
Yeah. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I know.
Not many get stuck out there, as far as I know. Like I know a load get stuck on Middle Island in Mambo's whenever
Oh,
there's
they
an
do. It's quite a
afternoon
few.
tide. Is it?
No, it's a regular thing.
Right.
They should
They
pay
should,
me.
they should just leave them there, shouldn't they, overnight,
Well, it's only 6 hours, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave them scramble over the rocks in the dark.
They tend to panic though.
Yeah.
There's been some tragic bloody cases of people trying to get back.
yeah.
And
You think, oh, I'll just go in this little bit of water now, and they start walking, and next thing you know, it's a huge tide sweeping off their feet. Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
there's
a
a
bit
hell of
like,
a hell of a
like-
tide between the two.
yeah, right. And that gets
What's the
covered.
difference
Isn't it?
in the height of the tide? If it's going out or coming in, it'll be a foot difference. So you can imagine all that water rushing from one side to the other side, in between
Yeah.
the Worm's Head
Yeah,
and the
right.
mainland. You got no chance. You're gone.
It's the same
Yeah.
with Barry Holmes. If you haven't got a board getting off Barry Holmes, you're going to go up the estuary and straight away.
Yeah.
The next thing you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
you're down Blue Pool Corner and you're trying to swim into Broughton.
But
That's if you haven't drowned first.
Crantock down in Newquay was the same, wasn't it?
Mm.
That's because it filled inside up in the Gannel. It filled it like to a big lake.
Yeah,
Of course, as the tide went out, then all that water had to go down a little river.
yeah.
So
Great for surfing.
it was good for a really good left-hander.
Pop in, whoop, out you
Yeah.
go. Excellent.
Yeah.
The bugger when it was coming in and you had to paddle out again. Oh, God.
Yeah, I guarded that for a couple of years. That was
Yeah?
good. Yeah.
Uh,
Surfed there on my own.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The river must have taken a few people out there.
Yeah, I had a couple of dodgy ones.
Yeah, I bet.
I remember
Well,
that was what I remember surfing that at Crantock, but and also, Dave, wasn't it the kind of hotel just above Crantock we had the reunion?
That's right. Yeah, the Bowdry. Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah.
yeah,
Crantock.
yeah. Andy Pickles' place.
Was
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, he's a surfer, and he worked at Bilbo at one time,
All right.
and then his old man had the Pentire Hotel,
Yeah.
and then he moved. He had the Bowdry.
What's the one called? Just as you go down to Fistral, the big sort of spooky looking Gothic pile, the big hotel,
Red
just on your
The red brick one, Headland.
Headland.
headland. Is it? All right,
Headland
yeah.
Hotel. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think Kim said they used that for in the film The Witches.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
You got a great swimming pool down in the bottom of it.
Yeah.
We got in there one night and during the Fosters. Went down there, I think it was with Carwin, Claire, Glenn Winton was with us. And we just walked into the hotel, just went into the swimming pool. Nobody said anything. It was about 11 o'clock and 12 o'clock at night, We thought we were just going to get busted straight away, but no, nobody said a word. And we went,
No, they're probably making so much money out of the Fosters that they
yeah.
they just thought, well, we'll let that slide.
Mm.
So Claire, just a couple of days ago, she was outside doing the verges, that because I looked out and the mower had been around, and I saw a couple of patches of still heavy growth. I thought, oh, is this a wildflower bed here then? And then I could see somebody with a strimmer at the top, and then it was Claire coming down. And she said, "Oh, they leave me to do all the tricky bits, like, you know." And as we were chatting, she said, "Turn away." She said, I'm coming towards you." Because she was using the strimmer, you know, I suppose they have to be careful that, you know, nothing flies up in
Yeah,
the way
dog
of,
shit flying everywhere.
yeah. With me and a strimmer, the things that fly off more than anything is the plastic thing you're trying to use to cut things with. It keeps breaking, you know.
They don't cut concrete like they used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an interesting thing. I went up Klein today. You would have liked this, Sam. It was they were giving a lecture how to speak dog.
Yeah, I missed the first bit. You went somewhere, and I would like
Klein
Klein.
Klein.
Yeah.
And they
Klein
looked in there. There was a load of people, and they were being taught how to speak dog.
Speak dog.
Which language is that there?
Dog.
Dog.
Is that Welsh dog or English dog?
I don't
Well,
know.
how to talk to your dogs, then?
Yeah.
Hey, do different races of dogs have different accents, do you think? Like an Alsatian has a German accent, and French Bulldog would
Yeah,
be
of course, there's a Welsh collie, isn't there?
oof, oof. And a Welsh
Oh.
Collie, yeah?
Michael, separate subject, but I mean, last Monday, I take it you got rained off, did it?
No.
I came up just after 5, and the castle was all locked up, and nothing was there. How's
Free talk. Oh, they're all barking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah,
barking.
you're right.
This big dog. Woof, woof.
Did you listen to any of it, Mike?
Only a little bit. And
Did you understand any of it?
after they got to the bit where they said, woof, 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 I lost it altogether. Then.
Were they just taking a piss?
Are they a bunch of woofters?
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh.
Remember, there was a woman who used to do dog training back in the 70s. Who used to do this.
Oh, yeah.
But it was
Yeah.
that sort of thing. But they were talking about psychological things with dogs. I didn't really understand it, so I left then. Went for a coffee.
You gotta really psychoanalyze your dog now, haven't you?
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, if you see these dog programs, it's the dog owners who need this psychology. And
Right, exactly.
He says, you know, you're doing it all wrong. It's not that nothing wrong with the dog. It's wrong with you.
When we were sitting there today having our coffee, we were looking at all the dogs going past, and there's no normal dogs anymore.
No.
They're all sort of mixtures of dogs.
They're all like pandemic dogs, aren't they?
They're all what?
Pandemic dogs.
Yeah.
They all came out when the pandemic was about. They got these, you know,
Handbag.
designer dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Handbag dog.
Labradoodles and all this sort of tosh.
Yeah. So I was looking for a proper dog. I didn't see one at all, though. But, they're all sort of mixtures, and of course they all got nice names, haven't they?
Yeah. When you had mixed dog years ago, it was called a mongrel, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, they all seem to be named after.
Now they're £400. Yeah.
Well,
And the rest, Dave. You've really got
The rest, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So I was talking to somebody who's got, I don't know what the proper name is. It German Dachshund, sausage dogs?
Yeah.
And he said he paid £7,000 for it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, had you been visiting what they call it now, a hypnotist before?
I don't know, but they seem that's a normal sort of going price for.
You wouldn't get anything. You wouldn't get any thoroughbred for £1,000. He's going to spend thousands to get a proper dog.
A thoroughbred, not buying a racehorse, are you?
No, you know what I mean.
Pedigree.
Yeah, pedigree. That's the word, Con.
Pedigree. Yeah.
Hey, before I forget, we went to what's it called? Where does Madam Patty?
Danarogov.
No, down the road. The castle.
Where you, Madam Patty?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Patty Pavilion.
Patty Pavilion?
No, where she lived.
What?
Where she lived.
Give us a clue. Which direction are we heading?
Oh, by Brecon.
Danarogov.
No.
That's where the
The place just before Danarago, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's
yeah,
it.
just a
Castle.
bit before. I forget what it's called, but yeah, it's
Yeah,
where the Craigenos.
Oh, Rock of the Night.
Craigenos is the name of the
That's the
house.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we went there they said it was a ghost tour thing, but it turned out to be more of a spiritualist thing, with people sitting in a circle holding glasses and going, "Ooh, bring back somebody or other."
They would say, "Ooh, fill my glass up. I'm going to find it."
It was
I remember we
really,
used to do
were
we used to do
expecting
those
ghost
we used to do
stories.
those things, seance, you know,
Seance, yeah.
when we were about 14, 15, 16, and we'd go around to somebody's house and you'd all have to sit around the table, be quiet, lights down, and you'd all put your hands on the glass and they'd ask questions and the glass would move around with it, you know.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out who was pushing it.
Primo, do you remember what we had in your house?
Yeah.
Where the glass flew off the fucking table?
Yeah.
We were fucking
After
scared
that.
shitless, boy. We flew off on its own.
Yeah. It seemed a bad idea afterwards, didn't
It
it?
did, didn't it? It was really scary, you know? And we're all looking at each other. How did he do that? No, I didn't do that.
So you know, I know Biscuit's not on tonight, but is it sort of set for Surfside in about a week's time or so? Is it to meet up with?
He's the 25th, is it? Or something like that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's the week after.
Yeah, week Thursday, isn't it?
Sorry.
Oh, great. Whatever. So is that which one is that then? Simon or
Simon, isn't it?
Simon, is it?
Have you had any more contact with Gary there?
Yeah.
Uh,
Gone very quiet.
So, yeah, I got his telephone off him, that's all. Oh, Mike's up on the beach.
Which Gary now?
Bench Gary.
Yeah, Bench Gary.
Gary, yeah.
No, he hadn't come back to me, so I don't know. Maybe he can't be asked. Maybe he's got too much to do. I don't know.
Well, that was it. It was just left with his telephone number, sort of thing, and he was saying,
I'll give him a ring tomorrow. See if he's, you know.
You're going to start talking cat now, are you, Mike?
No, Biscuit's not yet.
He's just come in and I've drained his paws.
Uh,
Where is Biscuit anyway? Where's he gone?
Down in south. Is he going?
I whistled then. I just whistled. And Bella's lying down here in front of me. And she just like turned her head back and went, yes? What?
Where's my dinner?
I must have been whistling dog.
yeah.
You probably, got a secret talent.